Match 29 of IPL 2021, Punjab Kings, Delhi Capitals at Ahmedabad. Let's look ahead to it then on Maruti Suzuki Presents ESPN Cricinfo T20 Timeout powered by Intel. I'm Ronald Kapoor and Dan Vettori and Sanjay Manjrekar are all set to join me.
We call it people technology.
Right, both teams coming off wins, so this should be a good one. Sanjay, first point for Punjab, Nicholas Pooran. Should Punjab Kings give him a break and bring in David Malan, or should they give him one more game?
Well, he's had 5 failures, so they're well, even if they make that call, drop him, I think it will be understood as a fair, call. But if they're going to play him at the same number, I'm not sure it's such a good idea. Maybe try something different, give him a different batting position and see whether he, just flourishes at that position. I'm talking about him batting in the top 3 somewhere rather than down at the bottom. It's not easy for foreign players on Indian pitches as we get more and more traffic on those pitches to be batting at 4, 5, 6.
David Malan is the option, Dan. He is, of course, the number 1 T20 ranked player in international cricket, and he's played a little bit in India, never played in the IPL. Now, does he strike you as a like for like or someone who Punjab should get in, or should they just wedge their bets with Pooran a little bit longer?
Well, Punjab obviously love Nicholas Pooran because there's no other player that's been given this much, I suppose, rope in any franchise. So they understand how good a player he is, and that if he does come right, he can be dynamic. And the tricky thing for them is that David Malan is a top 3 batsman. I don't think his strengths are suited to batting 4 or 5 and coming in at the stages that Sanjay just mentioned. So I think it's Nicholas Pooran or nothing. If they're going to bring in David Malan, it has to be up the top of the order. So they've set their stall and they look to back it probably, particularly after a win.
All right. Delhi Capitals, they made one change in the last game as well. Amit Mishra had a bit of a shoulder injury. But we're saying, Sanjay, that they should perhaps look to stick with Lalit Yadav even if Amit Mishra is fit. Your thoughts?
It's a tough call because if Amit Mishra is fit, you want to play him. This guy, every time he's bowled, he's got 2 wickets and he's a pure specialist bowler. I love Lalit Yadav for what he's done in the limited opportunities. But if Mishra is fit, he plays because he's a game changer. Pure and simple, and they can't leave out Akshar Patel. So they'll have to say, well played, Lalit, but once again, we have to drop you for this game.
You've got Akshar Patel as a spinner who takes it away from the right-hander, but you've got Chris Gale, you've got Pooran potentially, or Malan in the opposition. Dan, would you want to play the off-spinner ahead of Mishra, even if he's fit?
No, I don't think so. I think it is that phrase again. The poor coach or captain says, "Well played, Lalit, but you're not playing the next game." It's happened a couple of times already this season. But Amit Mishra is too good a bowler, and he's bowling too good at the moment to leave him out. I think the way he's bowled this season has impressed me. His variations have changed, and he's been a bit more confident or brave in some situations as opposed to just being bowling as fast as he can sometimes.
Now, Punjab went with Riley Meredith in their last game. Now, we're suggesting whether they stick with Meredith and give him a long rope. Now, assuming, of course, that he is fit. He didn't complete his 4th over in that win against Bangalore. Dan, thoughts?
Well, I'm fascinated how Punjab come to the decision-making around their fast bowlers because they have chopped and changed a lot. They've used Joe Richardson right early on and then moved on to Jordan. So, look, who knows, really? I mean, it seems funny to say from this distance, but I think they will back him. I think they'll be excited about their win and they'll want to give him another go. But if he is under an injury cloud, not finishing his overs, then potentially Joe Richardson comes in. But it feels like they're stumbling onto their right balance now, and Meredith might be a part of that.
Assuming he is fit, Sanjay, does he form the best complement of fast bowlers for Punjab, Jordan and Meredith?
Based on last match's form, I think he might just get a game. But, they're all very similar. Jordan as well can be a bit of a gamble. He's had one decent game, last game as well, went for runs in the last over. So you can see the potential, risk with Jordan, Jai Richardson, Riley, Meredith, Shami also if he doesn't get it right. So those are the issues. But based on just pure current form, as in recent past form, I think Riley Meredith should get a game and will get a game, I think.
All right. Now, our next one. Did you think it's blasphemy if you're a Delhi Capitals fan to suggest that Kagiso Rabada should be rested and perhaps give Anrik Nokia a game? He's just got the 5 wickets so far, Dan, this season. Is there a case just to give him a break and try Nokia?
Well, I don't think so. I think this is one of the situations where you sort of close your eyes to the stats and actually look at how he's bowled. And I think Rabada's looked pretty good in the times that I've seen him. And I think Ponting and the management, along with Rishabh Pant, will understand that. They'll understand the pace that he's bowling at, and I think they'll be pretty content with it. I think it'll be more a case of how they bring in the two South African fast bowlers, how they use them as a combination like they did so successfully last year, rather than look to replace a Rabada, albeit maybe resting him rather than replacing him.
Sanjay, Rabada or Noke, or could there be a case for Rabada and Noke, like Dan points out, perhaps even at the expense of Stephen Smith?
I think they need Steve Smith, because I know Shaw is firing and stuff, but who knows? Steve Smith, I think, is just a nice compliment, the kind of batsman they have around him, because they are all, high risk players. So they can afford to, use the term rest and, give Rabada a bit of a break, because he is a champion bowler. And if you keep bowling him and keep playing him, he's going to win you 2 or 3 games down the line. And there's plenty of cricket left for him. But they can also get Nokia in the mix. And I don't think that's going to really affect their chances of winning, that they go for Nokia, because Nokia is a pretty formidable bowler himself. So they can maybe just rest Rabada, give him a little bit of a break.
All right, Sanjay, Dan, thank you very much. This was our preview on Maruti Suzuki Presents ESPN Cricinfo T20 Timeout, powered by Intel.
We call it people technology.
インテル入ってる。